So a new addition is the crusher bucket, attachment to the machine, crushing rock, concrete, bricks and the like, and the material that's being crushed is some of this fine, approximately a 30mm minus type material. The site is all being filled. The material that's getting crushed is the stockpiled material, large rocks, bricks, a combination of all the spoil, and bringing that down to a fine fill material. So just taken the bucket, filled it with material. We've got some concrete, bricks, sandstone, even a piece of timber that's in amongst the spill. I'll get that working and we'll see how that processes through the bucket. So I've got the material running now, starting to run through the bucket, and we can see the spill coming out from the bottom. So all that large material comes back down into the fines and becomes a really workable material. It doesn't make much difference if we're using concrete or we're getting the blocks, and clearly we can see those teeth spinning around, beating away at all that material and just crushing it. Immense force to the hydraulics to be able to get through that material in that manner, and quite efficient, quite effective, even though it does seem that it is a bit slow and it does take time, but to break that sort of rock and material is just incredible. You can just hear that timber going through. So we'll just get the spill and we see the breakdown of that timber amongst the material, and a lot of the material becomes very, very fine. Larger pieces are about 30mm. So that coming really easy material to work with, quite good for gardens, you know, backfill a whole range of materials, and all that is crushed on site, no hassles whatsoever. So I'll just go and move the machine so we get the spill coming back down. Just showing from the driver's position the view of actually the crushing process and that material that's fallen down. Now the beauty with the machine is that once I've crushed it, or while I'm crushing, I can actually level off the material, so quite easy to do. I just come back, load out the material, and I've got a nice level sort of area where I had the pile of fill, and that's slowly building up a compactable material on this side, and we're just bringing up the levels for grass to go over these areas in the future. Crushing away. Amazing force to be able to crush that sort of bluestone in this case. I'll just get a brick and put a couple of bricks in as well, so you can see how it goes through brickwork. So it's sort of run through that sandstone, taking the remains of it. Now I've got a couple of bricks here. They're very solid bricks, but you know, they're really hard sort of fire bricks, and I'll just toss them in. I'll have a look at those bricks as it goes through. rotation, so it does take a bit of time for the crushing process to occur, but yeah, sort of getting that material being such a useful material. On the building site, just done the preparation for a concrete slab to go down. We've got our footings, but all this material is recycled material, really nice, hard, compact material that is the base of the concrete slab. And yeah, just goes to show that we've taken material that otherwise would have gone to the tip and utilised it in the building process without a problem, utilised it around the various drains that have come through the site, and that's given me all that backfill and nice clean material. So I've got the bucket up high now. Yeah, we can see where we get those teeth rotating inside the body of the bucket, and just giving that crushing process. And then because of the crusher bars, we simply have a 30mm gap where that material falls through. So on this particular site, we've made a lot of spill, stockpiled that spill, and now slowly utilising that spill to regenerate, you know, or reutilise that material without the necessity of actually taking it away to the tip, which would have been something that we would have had to have done in any other circumstance. And you sort of see the materials that we're utilising. We've got brickwork within the spill. Got very large sections of sandstone, large sections of concrete. I do have to hit these larger pieces with a jackhammer just to break them down a bit so they can actually fit in the machine. But certainly anything that starts getting to a reasonable size can quite quickly go through the machine with no problem. And we've got, you know, a great resource that doesn't need to be transported away from site. We don't need to buy new material in, as the likes of sand and some of the processed material that we've got is some of this sandstone that we've utilised, and it's just, yeah, a really good material for other activities that we'll need in the construction process. One of the areas that is a good example where I've reorganised this yard area and then regrassed the area, or the owner of the property's placed the new grass. You can see the seams of where we've put down the grass. But again, this is all material that's been utilised. The grass is starting to catch, starting to get reasonable growth. So just some additional benefits of the site. We've separated a lot of the material in preparation for the crushing. We've got our stockpiles of concrete and brick out the back, reinforcing concrete. Shouldn't present too much of a problem to the crushing machine. And I've got my my skippy bags utilised as our disposal system, or you know, instead of the skip bins, getting rid of it. Now, one thing that is also good with the crusher bucket is that you put timber through, it's not a problem. Yeah, really makes for a useful material as well, and that can be utilised. So certainly some logs and whatnot can go through that bucket as well. And the whole idea is just to have a service out there that is provided to people, property owners, that if they've got rocks around, bricks, concrete, there is a way of reutilising that material. It doesn't need to go to landfill and to the tip. You can use it on site. So basically that just sums up you know, my initial video of the crush and save with the new crusher that I've recently added.